Hey, welcome back, everybody. HSC Podcast 59. We got Big Box Steve on the mic, Fresh Wes. We won't have the Big Smooth tonight. He's having fun in Disney World. So, you know what? Screw that. But hope he has a good time. He sent us over his draft pick because tonight we're talking NFL draft because tomorrow is draft day.
Oh, jeez.
Um, So if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and like. Any comments? We're going to give our mock draft tonight. We'll see how we do against the real draft. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, thank you for listening. Appreciate the support. So before we get into the NFL draft, Wes, let's talk a little bit more about NBA playoffs. We talked last week about it.
Yeah.
Some good games happening right now. Some things happening. I mean, I know, Atlanta beat the Celtics. We saw that, right? They get a game back.
Yeah.
But what I want to talk about is this Lakers Memphis series. So Morant was out for a little bit. They come back looking really good, go back 3-2. Does Memphis has a chance to come back and beat the Lakers?
Yeah,
They're
they have a
down, they're down
they have a
3-2.
they have a chance. I mean, of course they do, because everybody has to worship the monument that's LeBron, like every game. Like he has 20 and 20. It's like he discovered fire.
He
And it's so
discovered fire.
it's so ridiculous. It's like that's a nice game. I get that's a nice game. But he's 38 and he does that. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, but tonight, like, look what he did tonight. He went for like 1 for 9 from 3 points, scored
Well, that's
15
because
points.
he that's because he went 20 for 20. He had 20 points and 20 rebounds last game. He's tired.
Right.
He's like, I need some rest. It's like, so nah, I'm not gonna. I mean, the Lakers will probably still win the series by default, but I mean, come on. It's like it's so stupid. I'm like, of
So,
course we
so
all
you
know.
think 3-2? You don't think that Memphis has a chance coming back?
All right. Well, the question is Morant even healthy enough to play? If he is, yes, they do.
Right, because he is like he's playing really well. He scored 30 points. Uh,
They have a chance. I
yeah.
don't know.
The Knicks close out, which Derek was here. He'd be super excited about that. Uh,
That's bizarre. The Knicks.
What about Miami? Even though they're losing tonight to
They're my 14.
the
Nine minutes left.
Bucks, but it's 3-1.
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
the same scenario? Like, so let's say the Bucks go 3-2 tonight. Can they still come back and win two in a row against the
I
Miami?
think they could. I mean, if Giannis is halfway what he is, I mean, and Bucks can come back and win this game in 7, but I mean, I don't know. I mean,
You got
I'm
to go
not.
three in a row, right? Because obviously they're down
They're gonna have to
3-1.
win. They are gonna have to go 3 in a row, but I mean, you never know. I mean,
What do you feel about the first round being a 7-game series?
it blows.
Yeah,
It's
doesn't it?
it's completely stupid. Like,
I
really,
I
why do
I
you
don't
need a
like it.
7 game? Like we can figure this out pretty quick. And
Right.
it's like, no, I like the whole 5 game. Like remember we're like in high school and freaking the Nuggets are beating freaking Sonics and trust
Right.
me, that sucked. I was a big Sonics fan. I'm like, are you kidding me? You're gonna lose a freaking Nuggets? But that's why you have a 5 game series.
But doesn't it make
No.
the does it make the playoffs, the NBA playoffs too long? Like is it do you
I
get
mean,
bored? Do you get bored? Because you're gonna have to watch 7-game series for like the next what
it's
month?
I don't know. Yeah,
Like
it's too long.
you should
It's
be able to get out of the first round in like a week. I mean,
that's
that's my feeling.
that's kind of the concept, and I don't understand. Maybe it's because of that. Like, well, we need to give the number one seed a chance. It's like you're the number one seed.
Right.
You're supposed to crush the number eight
Yeah.
seed. There shouldn't be a debate. You know.
Like, yeah, if you can't win in a 5 game series, what's the difference? Like, why are you
Yeah.
gonna win a 7 game series, right?
Hey, but for Milwaukee, I mean, they're like, oh, thank God it's a 7 game series because we'd lose. You
No, I
know,
mean, so I guess it gives them a chance to come back, but it to me, it's just so long.
it is. It's unnecessary. You
Right.
know, it's completely unnecessary. Just like 82 games is unnecessary. And
Yeah.
you sit there and everybody gawks about, oh yeah, Embiid is the MVP. He's like the best player in the league, and then he gets hurt, and now he's hobbling around. He's not the same player, and it's not just he got hurt; it's the fact he has to play 82 meaningless games. And you don't understand. NBA is going to have to change this old model from
Wait, so how
1970s,
many games? How many games should they play in the NBA?
kind of like college. Should be about 50 something
Yeah,
or
50
40.
to 40.
You know,
Yeah.
because there's a lot you can do with the NBA that I swear players are just kind of sick of this model. I mean, it's the same model that's been going on for years, and that's fine, like in 1970 or 1980, but it's not good for the game today. You know,
Well, they're not playing all the games anyway, dude. Half these
like
guys are
yeah,
sitting out, dude.
oh yeah, totally. They're
For
totally.
what load management, dude? It's called load
What is
management.
load? Let's ask Michael Jordan what load management is.
Right.
The dude that plays like eight years of his career, 82
Right,
games,
right, right.
every
Yeah.
game.
Like dude missed like a handful of games, right?
But but you know what? You have to go halfway with these guys. Like, you know what? All right, what's the problem? Why are you depressed? Because the whole thing now is everyone's like, oh, the players are depressed. I'm like, okay, what are you depressed about? Are you depressed about making $100 million? Is that depressing? Or are you depressed about playing 82 games?
Jeez.
What
But
is
so the issue I have is yeah, basketball is not a non-contact sport, so I don't want to degrade it, or I don't want to feel like I'm pushing them under the rug. But at the same time, like you can play 82 games, like
Yeah,
it's not like football, right?
no, no, it's not. But it is 82 games. I mean, I get it, dude. Me and you, dude. Remember we were kids? We played
We play
82
82
games
games in
like
a
once a
day.
year, dude. We go
we
play
play
at the park at 12 in the morning, and like,
we'll play 82 games in a day.
yeah,
But no, I mean I get it a little bit. Like I am a proponent of shortening the NBA season. I don't think they need to play 82 games, right? Because
it does.
especially when now you got play-in games, you're basically giving everybody a chance to make the playoffs anyway. Like there's only a couple teams that don't have the chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah, yeah.
So why not just give everybody a chance to play a playoffs, play like 50 games, and do like a round robin tournament for every
Whoa,
team?
hold on, back up. Because you still have to. You could cut the season 30 games, and you can still do 7 game series, even though the first round should be 5 games. It's stupid.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
first
five for
round should
sure.
be 5 games.
I think every playoff series should be five until the finals.
That's not a bad idea. That would shorten up pretty good.
Five all the way, finals is
If you
seven.
can't get it done, if you can't win 3 games out of 5, you got to pull.
Yeah, right,
All right.
right.
But
So okay, go ahead.
okay, so why not? You could do both. You could do. the 7-game because does determine the best team in the NBA. That's important. That's the old model. We get that.
Yeah.
But I think what the players want to do is they want to prove they're the best in the world. Each one of them. They're tired of the noise. Like, oh yeah, LeBron's the best in the world. Are you kidding me? LeBron's the best in the world? Yeah, tell that to Giannis. Tell that to Embiid.
Right.
There's guys like, all
But
right,
you got to play 20 some years to get there.
why not just do a 64 team tournament?
Well, all I'm saying, no, I'm just saying you're talking about LeBron versus Embiid, Giannis, Steph,
Well, yeah.
these guys, right? So the only reason LeBron has the stats he has is because dude came into the league at fucking 19 years old, and he's played for the last 20, what, 3 years or 20 years. Like, if you're a good player and you can play that long, of course you're going to have the great stats.
Oh yeah, that's why he has a scoring record.
Right.
And like I said, here's the thing about the scoring record. We will never hear the end of the scoring record. In about 10 years, when they have holographic advertisement, they'll remind us every day that LeBron is the greatest player ever. It's like, yeah.
Don't you think do you think anybody will beat his scoring record though?
Well, the question is who would? Kevin Durant has a chance
Right.
if he
What
plays
about
that.
Ja Morant?
Yeah, dude, Job man, he needs to worry about playing in the NBA right now.
Right.
Like, no. Kevin Durant is about the only player that I see has a chance.
But he has to play like, I don't know. They did statistics on it, and he has to play like 10 more years.
Oh yeah. Well, but the thing about Kevin Durant, he can play. He is the closest thing that I've seen to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, look at him, dude. He's got a 7'7" wingspan. Okay, I can't run up down the court anymore, just like Kareem, just hook shot, sky hook. Tell me
Well,
Kevin Durant can't develop a sky hook.
I'm not.
That
Look,
would just be stupid. Like, oh, I'm gonna block Kevin Durant's sky hook.
I don't know that Durant, in my mind, could
Yeah.
be considered, one of the best players ever. It's hard for me to put him in the top. He's a great scorer. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
If you're
Just
talking about pure scoring,
oh yeah.
I would definitely take Durant. But look at Kareem, look at Jordan, look at LeBron, look at these guys. And is Kevin
Kobe.
Durant, Kobe, does Kevin Durant really, a Shaq, does Kevin Durant really play in the same league
Well,
as those guys?
you know what? What the thing is? We're gonna find out in this next series because everything tells everybody Denver is gonna beat the Suns. The only way the Suns are gonna win that series is if Kevin Durant just
Yeah, he
goes
goes
off.
off.
He
Well, I
goes
mean,
off, and that's how they beat him. We'll see.
Booker, look at Booker in the last game. Like, Booker is the dude, right? Booker's the guy. If you're the Suns, Booker is your guy.
Of course, that's the Clippers though. They're playing
Right.
the Clippers. That's without a Kawhi pretty
Yeah,
much
no
half the
Kawhi.
series.
Well, in
Like this ain't
PG.
the Denver Nuggets are not. So they're gonna need Kevin Durant to be all world.
So before let's get off NBA for a second, but before we get off NBA, are we still like, because last time we were talking about Denver and Boston in the finals. Is that still what
Oh
you're thinking?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, trust me. There was a thought the Suns and the Celtics, but the Nuggets are playing good basketball.
Right.
They're playing team
Oh,
basketball.
and Jokic is killing it.
But Jokic, but they're actually playing team basketball. Everybody's contributing. Like
Well,
Murray is being Murray.
dude, you got a center giving you 10 plus assists a game.
Yeah, yeah. I have to go with even though it is Kevin Durant. I'm not going to underestimate Kevin Durant. but
Right.
you're asking a lot to beat that team in a series. It's going to be a great series. Honestly, it's going to be probably the best series of the playoffs. Denver and
Oh,
Phoenix.
Denver,
Dude,
Phoenix. Yeah.
that's going to be legit series.
You think
It's probably going to go 7 games, but I almost got to take the Nuggets.
wasn't it Denver, Phoenix who had like the fan fight that went viral? Was that the series? Remember that, dude, where the fans were punching each other?
When
Was
was
that
that?
was that it was
No.
last year, the year before? There was that viral video, dude, of the I think it was Denver and Suns, dude. I'll have to look that up, but that was hilarious. Um, what about Boston though? So does Boston come out of the East?
I don't know. I mean, you never know. I mean, I'm not going to underestimate the Sixers, but the problem
What
is,
about Miami, dude? Even if they lose tonight, they got two more games to
what about
beat.
the Knicks, man? Where's Derek at? Let's go Knicks.
Oh man, I don't
Knicks
know.
can beat Miami. It's not like
Oh,
Miami. You know what? I think the problem with the Knicks is they just lack that one guy that can create
right.
and just
I mean,
dominate. If they had that
Randall,
guy,
Julius Randall can, and he's done it before. He's hit 50-point games. But I think all around as a team, because Cleveland is trash, dude. Like you get to play Cleveland, dude. Come on.
they're not that bad, are they?
No, because if Mitchell isn't on fire, dude, you're beating him. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's tough. I don't know.
So maybe we'll stick with Boston and Denver. But let's talk about because tomorrow is draft day.
Yeah.
And we're talking about the NFL draft. We got our mock drafts. There's mock drafts everywhere. And so we're going to do something special for the audience today. We are going to draft as GMs.
That is. Oh, I wish I
So
was good.
this is how it's going down.
Be like
Uh,
fucking Kevin Costner shit, dude.
Fresh West is a GM. Big Box Steve is a GM. And we're going to go through our first round. And then we have Derek's the big smooth picks. So I got these up and let me put these up on my board. We'll talk about each pick, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through the draft and uh, Wes, you're gonna go first. And so Wes, you are on the clock as the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, jeez. Don't do this to me, dude. The last thing I want to do is be the Carolina Panthers. But, you know, I like to act sometimes. I will be the Carolina Panthers because I'm going to take Bryce Young. Because that's probably what they're going to do is take Bryce Young. It's just a safe pick.
Yeah.
I don't care. They're going to look at Bryce Young as, oh, he's the next kind of quasi Drew Brees, but not really. Drew Brees, I mean, he doesn't have the accuracy Drew Brees did,
no,
but it's the same concept.
I think Bryce Young and Drew Brees is a fairly good comparison.
It's a safe pick.
Derek has him at number one. I have him at number one. And so you're taking it number one. So Bryce Young off the board to the Carolina Panthers. And so number two will go to me. So this is a tough one. And you know what's interesting? As much as I don't think that there's a lot of needs for the Texans, dude. They could go a lot of ways. But I'm gonna take CJ Stroud.
Oh,
You know why I'm gonna take CJ Stroud? Because he's a difference maker for the Texans. I think he will, if they take him, he'll start by probably game 3 or 4 of the season. and they won't win a lot of games. They won't. They won't. But you know what'll happen is they'll get another good draft pick next year. They got some good draft picks this year. Their team's building, and they're gonna build a defense around him. So I got the Texans taking CJ Stroud.
That would suck.
And
I can't stand the Texans. You
so
know why? Every time I see the Texans, I
dude,
think of the Oilers. And where's the
you know,
Oilers at? There's no more Oilers.
so Derek has the Texans taking Will Anderson
Well,
Jr.
I agree. I agree with
Who's that?
Derek.
Is that your mock draft?
Oh yeah, it's Will Anderson. I think they're gonna sit on it. I think they're gonna be like, you know what? Let's draft defense. Let's just draft defense. Let's draft.
Right,
You
right.
know, we got quarterbacks next year because we're gonna be one of the worst. I mean, honestly, the worst franchises in the NFL, sadly, are the Browns and the freaking Texans.
Right.
And then you can sit there and the Raiders and the freaking Cardinals can fight each other for the third worst franchises. You know? And I think Houston knows that. It's like we want to build up our defense. Why not take Will Anderson? Shit, why don't I take Jalen Carter?
Yeah, yeah.
I
But
mean,
are you really gonna go another year with Davis Mills? But I get what you're saying because you bring in a guy who's a defensive minded head coach, one of the better, I think will be the best defense coaches for a long time.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And so
He's a total defensive guy.
right, right.
So that's what tells me they're gonna draft defense.
Okay, okay.
I mean,
but so that's fine. But now we got because what we're doing here is now the draft is Bryce Young, CJ Stroud are off the board. You are now number 3, and the Arizona Cardinals. Who are you picking?
what? Bryce Young and you got Will Anderson gone.
Yeah,
I'm going with
you got
Jalen
CJ.
Carter. Why
You got
would you take Jalen Carter?
You got CJ Stroud gone. You got Bryce Young, CJ Stroud.
Oh, you're saying. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
because
Will Anderson.
what we pick is there you go.
It's
All right,
totally Will Anderson.
Will Anderson. Okay.
Oh yeah, and most of the mock drafts, that's the prediction. Their
Right.
prediction: Will Anderson's going to the Cardinals. So that scenario happens, it's Will Anderson.
I have Will Anderson going at number 3, obviously, because I picked CJ Stroud at 2. Derek has Paris Johnson Jr. going at number 3. But because he had Will Anderson going at number 2. So I get that. But so there you go. So you got Will Anderson at number 3. I also have him at number 3 because Arizona needs defense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's an easy pick for them.
Yeah.
So we got Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Anderson. So I'm on number 4 now. That's funny because even though we're here, Derek and I have the same pick. I think the Colts go Will Levis.
Oh no.
I think they go Will Levis. They go with the arm. They go with the arm talent. He had a decent,
Yeah, he can throw the ball on his knees.
Yeah, I mean, he had a good he had a good intelligence score on the Wonderlic and the S2. Like, I mean, he's good as far as. And I think the Colts need a quarterback. So if you're the Colts, like who are you picking right there? So assuming Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Will Anderson, what are you picking?
Very simple. This is a very simple thing the Colts do. They just trade with the Ravens and get Lamar Jackson on the Colts. and the Ravens get Stroud.
No, you can't. You gotta pick.
If they don't take Stroud at the second,
you gotta pick at number 4. Stroud's gone, dude. Stroud's gone. You got Young, Stroud, and Anderson gone. Who besides Will Levis, which both Derek and I have, who are you picking it for?
Well, that's I would go Richardson before Levis.
Okay.
It's just because of the upside. I mean, are you really at if you had to pick a four, are you picking Will Levis over Anthony Richardson? I mean,
He checked all the boxes that they want. They were already interested before, but yeah, I get it. I think Richardson has a lot of upside. A lot of upside.
it's tough. It's not an easy decision.
But Will Levis now off the board. Wait, so we're gonna pause for a second. Hold on a second.
Funny. I didn't get you yogurt today. Did you? Shit. No, I need water. Agua. There we go.
Okay, we're back. I'm back. A little quick pause. So Will Levis goes to the Colts in our mock draft. And so, Wes, that puts you on the board with Seattle at number 5.
Oh, that's Jalen Carter to me. I just, even though they're like, oh, we really want Anthony Richardson, it's still Jalen Carter. I mean, you just paid Geno Smith money.
Right.
I mean,
you
why
gotta
would
ride
you?
Smith.
Yeah, why would you hurt his feelings? Because it just hurt his feelings. That's all this is about. Because we all
Well,
have to think. We also think Geno Smith's such a great quarterback.
no,
Right?
Geno Smith is trash, dude.
See.
First of all, Geno Smith is trash. But well, let's get over that.
Well, I don't
But
think he's that bad. I mean,
let's talk
that's
about
Baker Mayfield.
so Derek has Jalen Carter going to the Seahawks. I have Jalen Carter going to the Seahawks. You just picked Jalen Carter for the Seahawks.
I'm taking Jalen Carter.
And realistically, Jalen Carter is the best defensive player in the draft. The only reason he doesn't go ahead of Will Anderson is
because it's just stupid.
it's
And
character,
you
right?
know the dude's gonna be so angry.
Yeah,
He's
it's media, it's character, it's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
So we all have Jalen Carter going to the Seahawks. So that's cool. We got number 6 pick, and so this will be me, the Detroit Lions.
Oh.
And so Derek and I are very similar on this because we're both going quarterback, but I'm different than the Big Smooth because he's got Witherspoon and I have Christian Gonzalez. So you get rid of one of your quarterbacks that you just drafted, Akuda. You need a corner, and I think Christian Gonzalez has the biggest upside of all the corners in the draft. And so Detroit Lions at pick 6, Christian Gonzalez.
Right?
What do you feel about
That's
that?
your pick?
That's the pick.
I'm going to Bijan Robinson.
No, come on, dude.
Going Bijan, dude.
No, they have Swift and they got the other dude had like 10 touchdowns from the goal line. So they
lost Williams. Oh, they got Robin. Yeah, they do. Yeah,
so they're good at but it doesn't mean.
I mean,
Bijan Robinson, really?
But here's the thing.
At 6, they have another pick later. Here we go. Are you back?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We're back. So they have a pick later. They're taking Bijan at 6?
Well, I mean, no. I mean, the weird thing is they got Bijan going 10 to the Eagles, and I'm like, really? Like, I mean, Bijan, he is a difference maker.
You
He,
need secondary in
I
Detroit
know.
right now. You need
But
secondary.
Gonzalez is the ultimate, like,
Or Witherspoon. Either way, I think Derek picks Witherspoon. I say Gonzalez. I think they're similar. I think Gonzalez has slightly more upside, but either way, Detroit has to take corner.
why? Because they got rid of
Because their secondary is
trick in the
trash,
draft.
bro.
Oh,
Dude,
Duca. They got rid of a Duca. What did he do? He's your third pick in the draft. You got rid of him.
dude, Gito Smith lit them up for like
Yeah,
400
you're right.
yards, dude.
But here's the thing. All right, so you're saying Witherspoon?
No, I'm saying
Gonzalez.
I took Christian Gonzalez, and so in our draft currently, now Christian
I would,
Gonzalez is gone.
yeah, I agree. Even
Okay.
though I,
So number 7
uh-oh.
is the Raiders, and Wes, you get to pick for the Raiders. So what do you got?
Pick Anthony Richardson. Of course, it's gonna be Anthony Richardson. It's got to
Nice.
be.
If that's what's available, right?
Oh yeah, you take Anthony Richardson
Right.
because honestly, yes, Garoppolo is Garoppolo, but you can interject Richardson into the offense so many times a game,
Right.
and he's not ready to play probably for 2 years. That's fine because he's
Because
the
you got
best athlete in this
right.
draft,
And
and
you
you
got
can put him
Garoppolo.
anywhere on the field, and you're going to make it
Right.
different anywhere on the
Right.
field. The guy is going to be ridiculous.
Yep.
You
And
might have to make
you
it.
have Garoppolo for another year or two, right?
Yeah,
So Garoppolo plays for another year or two. You develop Richardson. I think it's a good pick. I also have the Raiders taking Richardson at 7
a
in
lot of
my mock draft.
a lot of people.
So I agree with you there. Derek has CJ Stroud going to the Raiders.
Good. That would
And
even be even
so
better.
he didn't have them earlier, but Richardson I think is a great pick. Let's go to number 8 for the Falcons, and I have the Falcons solidifying the line, taking Peter Skoronsky out of Northwestern tackle. I think the best tackle in the draft, and I think the Falcons need, they just let what's his name go, right? So they have to solidify their line. And so I think they take Peter Skoronsky out of Northwestern.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
I
what did
agree.
Derek have? Derek had Anthony Richardson going to the Falcons.
Jeez. I don't
I think
know.
it's because he didn't have the Texans taking a quarterback that kind of pushed that back. But Falcons need line, right? You got to have line.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I think the Falcons short up a lot of their positions. If they have a really bad season, they go back because they're sold on Desmond Ritter right now,
yeah,
right?
I guess.
Ritter's the starting quarterback. They just drafted him. You let him play for a year. If he's really awful, you go back after a
Oh
quarterback
yeah.
next year.
Oh, yeah.
So, but you got to even if you get rid of Ritter next year, you drafted the best offensive lineman in the draft.
Right.
So that's why you have to take him.
Yeah. True. I
Right.
agree. Totally agree.
So number 9, which I love this pick, but you get the Bears. So tell me what the Bears are gonna
Um.
do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Um. Let me hold on. So I got Well, I didn't actually. I had Stronkowski for
But
that.
he's gone. So you got to pick something else.
I gotta pick someone else here.
You got to pick someone
Um,
else.
um, I'm picking the receiver from Ohio State.
No,
Yep,
no,
yep.
no.
You need weapons, man. You need weapons. You need
You're
weapons.
killing my draft right
Nine,
now.
nine.
You're
You need
taking Jackson
weapons.
Smith and Dimba? Come on, dude.
You got to. You got to go all in for Justin Fields. You need weapons.
All
You're
right.
not gonna have
Okay.
anything else.
Well, Derek had a tackle and I have a tackle. We have
Oh.
different tackles, but we both had
The
offensive
tackle's not
line.
catching the football for Justin Fields.
But you
Justin
just
Fields
signed
can Justin Fields can run around all day by himself with that tackle.
you
These
just
guys on
signed
the ball.
you just signed DJ Moore, dude. Or
Yeah, that's one
and
guy. They need more. They're gonna need multiple weapons.
you got Darnell Mooney, you got DJ Moore. Come on, dude. You gotta get some offensive line. I mean,
Well, yeah.
you
Okay.
just blew up. You just blew up our mock draft with taking Jackson Smith Enigma right there.
Okay, what's the
And
offensive lineman? What are you taking here?
well, I had um, Paris Johnson Jr.
Yeah, that's probably
Derek
fair.
had Suransky. So we both had them, but damn, dude, what am I
All
gonna
right.
do now? Okay,
No,
okay.
no, no, you're
No,
right.
he's off the board. Doesn't matter. He's
I
off the
lost.
board.
I lost my board. They
Man.
cut me off. I can't.
Okay.
I gotta get back on.
So number 10 at the Eagles.
Oh,
Knowing what's gone, that changes us a little bit. But so I have the Eagles taking Bijan Robinson.
yeah,
You get rid of Miles Sanders, right? And you got to bring in star power. You've got positions everywhere else. Why not get a young potential star running back in Bijan Robinson?
yeah, true. I agree.
And so Derek had Christian Gonzalez going here.
Yeah,
But I think Bijan's a good pick for them. So I got Bijan going number 10. So now we go to number 11, the Titans, which is you, Wes.
um, the Titans, huh? Well, so Levis is gone.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
Levis
Levis
gone?
is gone. Yep.
All right. Well, I'm going Devin Witherspoon here, just because by default,
Right.
you know.
I also went Devin Witherspoon here on my mock draft. Derek has Tyree Wilson, edge. Um, I think I went Witherspoon because Titans indeed a DB, right? They need a young, good DB, and I think Witherspoon's solid. I like Gonzalez a little bit more, but Witherspoon I think is solid.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good pick for the Eagles as well. So we agree on that one. And then number 12 is the Texans again. So I got the Texans twice.
Oh,
And dude, you just blew up my draft because both Derek and I had Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now I got to draft someone else at 12. Now, if he's gone, who do I take at 12? Man, that's tough, dude. So now, Texans, what do you need? What do you need, Texans? I think the Texans take Tyree Wilson.
oh, yeah,
Edge from Texas Tech. He's got a huge upside. If their
yeah,
receiver's gone, you get a great edge rusher. He's got a huge upside. Playing in Texas Tech, coming to the Texans. Yep. I'm taking Tyree Wilson.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
blew me up, Wes. Just blew me up. But
I
yeah,
know. That's
Tyree
what it
Wilson.
is, man. I mean, I don't know. I
Okay,
mean,
so here you go, bro. You got well, who did you think the Texans were taking at that pick? I just want to know. Because
Nolan
both
Smith.
oh, Nolan Smith. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they're going deep. I mean, the same thing. They're going defense.
But I mean Tyree Wilson's the same thing, right?
Yes. I mean, the Texans need everything.
Right. Right.
They need a new name because the Texans is such a stupid name. I mean, I miss the oil. We're the Oilers, man.
Yeah.
Bring me back the Oilers. Oh, that we can't say that. That's offensive.
Dude, I love the Oilers helmets, dude. I love the
Dude, they're
Oilers helmets.
sick.
Right. So, okay, now we got 13 at the Packers. What do you got?
Oh, geez, this is a tough one. Well, let's see. Jordan Love's a quarterback, which is it kind of sucks. But Dalton Kincaid, you need to give,
Oh,
you need to
yeah.
give,
Oh,
you need to give
look,
Love a
yeah.
chance.
I can't say I disagree with you a lot because they just let Tanyan go, right?
Yeah.
So Tanyan's gone. They need a good tight end, and Kincaid is solid.
No, he's solid.
So I actually had Mayer from
Yeah.
Notre Dame because I think they're very similar. The difference, I think Kincaid catches better, but I think Mayer blocks better.
Yeah.
And so I had him taking Mayer, but I think either way they need a tight end, and I think
Yeah.
that's a great pick. I think that's a great pick taking Kincaid there because I think Kincaid can be a star. Derek had him taking Broderick Jones, tackle from Georgia,
Yeah.
which helps him obviously, but I'm in the same thought process as you are. You need a tight end. You need an outlet for Jordan Love. So I had Mayer, but Kincaid, good pick. All right. So, the Patriots.
Oh,
Jesus.
jeez. My buddy Mac Jones, best quarterback to ever play.
So this it's a little bit of a stretch, but fucking Belichick, dude. He's that type of guy. And I think they're going for Brian Branch from
Oh,
Alabama. And you know why? Like he's listed as safety, but he can play nickel. Like he could play corner if you need him. He's a very versatile corner or a secondary player.
it's
And
almost
I
like they're
think,
taking best available.
yeah, he can play any position as secondary, which is what they need. And so I think uh, the Patriots take Brian Branch.
I agree. That because that's exactly what Belichick would do. He wouldn't
Right.
take on.
That's a Belichick thing, you know.
Even though Mac
Um,
Jones needs all the help he can get, he's not
well,
taking
Derek believes that Mac Jones needs some help because he's got him picking Darnell Wright, tackle out of Tennessee.
it. Yeah.
But I think Belichick's the type of guy who wants that player who can play multiple positions.
Oh yeah.
He's a rookie. He's going to play smart.
He's gonna
Uh,
be a hybrid. He's gonna be
right. He's a hybrid player,
yeah.
and I think Brian Branch is good. I like him. I think. I mean, anytime you play for Alabama, you play for Saban, you're going to have good work ethic.
Oh yeah.
So I got Brian Branch there at 15, and now you got
Uh-oh.
the
I
Jets.
got the Jets.
This is back at 16.
Buck Rogers, man. There we go. Well, I think the Jets are going Joey Porter Jr. They're
Really?
going cornerback.
Yeah.
Solidify the defense a little bit more.
They got good corners, dude.
Doesn't matter. You're going
Okay.
7 deep, man. You're going 7
Okay.
quarterbacks. 7. Yeah, you're probably right. Actually, did we get?
No,
Did we already?
no repicks. You submitted your
Oh,
pick. Derek has
no,
Antoine
no, stop.
Harrison.
Everybody stop right now because Milwaukee is only up by 2 points with 2 seconds left. Are you
No
kidding me?
way.
Yes. And he dropped. Did he make that? He made it. It's tied.
Oh, jeez.
It's
So,
tied.
so just let's
So
hear
you
what Derek
watch
said.
this, turn on the TV, dude. How did he make this shot? Oh, that's stupid. Butler made the basket on his back.
Dude,
With
Butler
no
has
time
been
left.
killing it, dude. But we'll see that. Let's get back to the draft. So Derek had Antoine Harrison tackle the Jets going. I had the Jets taken here? Dalton Kincaid.
Yeah.
I thought the Jets would go with Kincaid here.
No, he's
But
got Mayer.
I don't think that's a terrible pick. Joey Porter, I think, is going to be. I think Joey Porter is the best cornerback in the draft, to be honest with you.
That's why it's going to take him. If he's available, it's just like this is your best available.
I mean, Christian Gonzalez and Witherspoon, they have all the attributes, they've got all the statistics to be a great corner, but I think Joey Porter has the drive and the heart. So what do we got? We got the Commanders now.
Boo.
And you just took my pick.
Boo.
Because I had Porter going to the Commanders. So now they got to pick someone else because now Porter's gone.
What a
Oh, man.
franchise that is.
Well, I think they still need corner, so they drop down to Deontay Banks from Maryland
Okay. All right.
because they still need corners. They got to have a corner, and it sucks that they don't get Porter, but they're going to drop down to Deontay Banks.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
All right, Steelers at 17. What do you got?
I got Jordan Addison.
Oh,
Jordan Addison. They need weapons because their quarterback, I think, lacks confidence. We're
right.
gonna see how good he is next year. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's such a great quarterback." I'm like, whatever. We'll see.
Don't you think they
Give him
have good?
weapons now.
Don't they have good receivers though?
I don't know. Do they? See that, or you take Michael Mayer. They need weapons. I mean, honestly, got to give him weapons and see how good he is. So,
uh, Derek had Joey Porter Jr. here,
that makes sense.
and I had Collegiate Cansey, defensive tackle, because I think they need to solidify their line with their aging inside interior line.
Yeah.
But Jordan Anderson off the board. Damn it. Hey, you're killing me, Wes. You're killing my draft. Detroit at number 18. I have, and I think he's available, and they take him. Miles Murphy, Clemson, because he can play inside, he can play outside, and solidifies one of the best defensive young lines in the league when they take Miles Murphy.
Really? I'm looking. Where's he at? How far down is he?
How far down? He's not that far down. I think it's a great pick for them.
Wow.
They went corner in the first round or first pick, right? And then now their second pick in the first round, they're going to solidify their defensive line. They've got good linebackers. I think this makes a great defense for them. Derek had Bijan Robinson going to the Lions here.
I did about 3 or 4 mock drafts having Bijan go at that spot.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's such a terrible idea for them because You get a home run hitter like that, it's gonna make them even more dangerous. But who knows?
All right. Well, you got Tampa at 19.
Um, I'm going kind of best available here. I'm going Cansey from Pittsburgh, just
Derek
because.
has that too.
Yeah, it's just
He's great. He's a lot like Aaron Donald. I think they're very similar in their play style. He's big, but he's fast. He's not as big as everybody else. I think he's a great pick, which is why I had Detroit taking him. But you and Derek have him going to Tampa, and I don't think that's a bad pick for Tampa at all. I actually had them picking Nolan Smith right here, but
yeah,
because either way, they need defensive line, right?
yeah.
Right. To the Seahawks. To the Seahawks.
Mm,
So I have the Seahawks. He's still available, and I'm going tackle from Georgia, Broderick Jones.
yeah.
I think they need some help on the offensive line. I think he's a great pick. Um, he could easily be the best tackle in the draft, like we just don't know yet.
Hmm.
So I think this is a great chance for the Seahawks to go defense early, offensive line later. So I got
Hmm.
Broderick Jones right here.
Hmm.
Let's see what Derek has. He's got Jordan Addison.
Whoa.
You got Metcalf, dude, and Lockett
Yeah,
over
Metcalf,
Jordan Addison.
that's a triple threat right there.
Yeah.
Lockett, Metcalf, and freaking Addison. And Geno Smith.
Yeah, best quarterback ever. Who did you have Seattle taking here?
I had a Van Ness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a terrible pick either. It's defensive line. That's what they need.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got the Chargers at 21.
Ooh, and I got Zay Flowers.
Really?
Yep.
They're going
Everyone loves
receiver.
Zay Flowers.
Okay.
I
God,
don't
that's
care.
early though.
I know, but they want everyone loves him and he's
He's got the speed. He's got the speed.
yeah, they need it.
Yeah,
You
their
know,
receivers aren't real fast. You think about
they're
Mike
not.
Williams and Keenan Allen, they're slow as hell.
They're not.
Right.
Zay Flowers is, and you want to give Herbert that type of weapon, you know.
Stretches the field a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Even though they need to go running back, but they can get a running back in the second.
oh, dude, no. Eckler's not going anywhere, dude. Nobody's going to sign Eckler for that kind of money.
Well, wait a minute. He's still on the roster?
Dude, Eckler?
Oh, I didn't. I thought he was gone.
No, dude, he's not going anywhere. Nobody's going to sign
Oh,
him.
okay.
Nobody's going to sign him for that kind of money, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
But although he's the best fantasy player in the league,
Even better. So they got Eckler, then all Zay Flowers.
right?
That's
So let's
dangerous.
see. Derek has Deontay Banks going here, which I had to move him up because you had to change my fucking. I had Tyree Wilson going here because I think they need another edge on the other side of Bosa. So let's move down to 22 Baltimore.
Baltimore?
God, so now my pick is gone. What does
Oh,
Baltimore need? So Baltimore has to pick. Who are they going to pick? They have to pick Luke Van Ness.
Already know. Oh, you're gonna go there?
They got to, right? He's the
Mm.
best edge available. He's the best defensive player left.
Yeah.
So Baltimore goes Luke Van Ness. Uh, Derek has him going Quentin Johnson, wide receiver. You just signed fucking. You just signed OBJ. Now you're
Yeah.
gonna go grab a wide receiver rookie? I don't think so. I think they're
No.
going Luke Van Ness. So that's my pick at 22.
Yeah.
Let's see, Wes. You got 23 at Minnesota.
The Vikings looking for their first Super Bowl here. Why not go Darnell Washington, tight end, Georgia,
Really?
a beast? Because Kirk Cousin needs all the confidence he can get. Talk about a guy that you could just like, here, let me just throw you the ball anywhere on the field and you catch it. That's Darnell Washington. The
Oh,
dude's a freak.
the problem is they just got the dude from Detroit though.
You can get rid of him. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
so you got a strong tight end.
No, I forgot about that. Never mind. That's a bad pick.
So
Oh,
Derek had Zay Flowers going here, which he's
yeah.
gone. And I had
They might go
uh,
defense though.
I had Jordan Addison going here because they need go. They just lost Thielen, right? So they got
Yeah.
Jefferson, but you got to have
Yeah.
somebody to back them up.
Yeah. What did you have?
I had
Addison?
Addison. Yeah, I had
What
Addison
did
going
Derek?
here.
What did Derek have?
He had
Johnson.
Flower. He had Zay Flowers.
Yeah, it's probably receiver.
Yeah, I think it's receivers good. But who's available? Washington's available. Now he's off the board.
Yes.
Here
Don't
we
listen to
go.
Wes. Wes doesn't know anything.
Pick 24. Uh, I think this is easy. Jacksonville pick. You gotta go Darnell Wright, tackle out of Tennessee. You gotta
Yeah.
bolster the line. You got all the positions, right? You got all your uh, you got your receivers, you got your tight end, you got your running back, you got your quarterback. So at some point, you got to help with the line. I think Darnell Wright's a great pick here. He's solid. May not be a starter this year, but he'll be a starter soon. Uh, Derek had Brian Branch here, who's obviously gone, which I don't think is a terrible pick for Jacksonville because they need some help in the secondary. But my pick's Darnell Wright. What'd you have here, Wes?
For Jacksonville,
Yeah.
I didn't go down this far. I'm not sure. Um,
Oh, this is going to be a tough rest of the first round for you then.
yeah, I didn't have it down this far. Fuck, I don't know. That's a tough one. Um,
Okay, well, let's move on to the Giants then, because now you got to pick of this Giants.
oh jeez. Um, Giants, John Michael Schmitz, center, Minnesota.
Yeah, that's a
What's
good
by the
pick.
line? So that's by the line.
Yeah, that's a
There's
real good pick.
so
Uh, I originally had Luke Van Ness, but I had to move him up because of the picks you took. But if they're not going edge, they definitely because there's not a lot of good edges left, and I think John Michael Smith is probably the best lineman available.
mhm.
So I don't think that's a terrible pick at all.
Hmm.
Let's see what Derek had. Going to Giants. Oh, he had Michael Mayer. You just got
Oh,
Darren
what?
Waller.
They go,
Why would you
oh,
why would
geez,
you
the
pick a
first
tight end in your first round, dude, when you got just because I'm Darren Waller?
dude, Giannis is stupid.
Oh
Dude,
no, what happened?
This game is stupid. Miami's up by 2 points with 20 seconds left. And they got the ball. Oh no. Giannis got so lucky. They should be down by 4.
I think
What
it's
are
over.
you doing? What are you doing? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is stupid. They have no time left. You ran out of time. Miami won the series. Oh no.
I'm not disappointed with that. Not disappointed with Miami
Oh
winning the
my
series.
god. Like the freaking Nuggets and the Sonics, man. How does this happen? That's funny.
So
Where are we
now
at?
we're
We're
at
at the Cowboys?
26 Cowboys.
Oh, jeez.
And here's what I got. And he's still available, so I'm taking it. Quentin Johnson, receiver, TCU. Uh,
Oh,
I think you got to get back some
yeah.
weapons. And I think Quentin Johnson, he's
Oh, yeah.
big, he can catch.
Yeah.
Derek had Dalton Kincaid going here, which is similar. I don't know why you'd pick that when you also have a really good tight end.
Going 2 tight ends, man.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I think Quentin Johnson's a good pick for them here. So that's who I got. And now we got Buffalo. What do you got for Buffalo?
Mm, um, I almost want to go tackle Osiris Torrance from Florida.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick for Buffalo. I feel like they feel good about their line, but it's not as good as they think it is. You look at that Cincinnati game last year; they really just expose them.
Yeah.
So that's not a terrible pick, and I think they're good there. I think they need a little bit on the edge, so I had them picking Will McDonald the fourth. I think they need some help on the edge, but I don't think tackle's a terrible pick either. Derek had him going corner. Emmanuel Forbes from Mississippi State
Yeah.
at 27. Really?
Well, he's ranked 26.
Okay. I mean, I'm not super impressed with him, but
Well, I mean,
all right.
I would
Bengals.
almost no. That's what I was gonna say because the Bengals they lost a lot of people in the secondary. I was thinking that's more likely for
Right.
the Bengals, but if you're gonna go, um, you know, at this point he's gone. They're all gone.
Right.
I would go. Shoot, I would go Gibbs from Alabama, halfback. I think they need a home run hitter at some point.
Well, I got to take a line. I got to take an Anton Harrison from Oklahoma
Mhm.
because I think he could play guard and tackle.
No.
And so I think gives them a versatile lineman.
Oh, I see. Oh shoot, I missed that. Yeah, he's a
Well,
point.
because they need someone who could because I don't know, they get a lot of injuries or whatever. I know they signed a big free agent tackle, but I think Anton Harrison helps them in the middle, and he can back up tackles. He's very
Yeah.
versatile, so I had him there. And then what Derek have? He had Miles Murphy dropping to 28. Wow. So he had Miles Murphy going to the Bengals, which would be a great pick, but I don't think he's going to be available at 28.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a far drop. So you got the Saints. What do you got with the Saints?
Freaking Saints. Um, I'm going Cam Smith, cornerback from South Carolina.
Wow. I don't even have Cam in the second round.
Well, basically, he's in the second round. They just solidified their defense.
Yeah, I mean the Saints need a lot on
They do.
defense.
They know.
Derek had Luke Van Ness going that far down. You know, it's interesting. Like, so have you seen this Luke Van Ness story where he lied about the $100 bill in the playbook?
What? No. Everybody.
So they put $100 bill in the back of the playbook and they send them to rookies or their prospects, and then if they see the $100 bill and they say, "Hey, I found the $100 bill and I took it," or whatever. Apparently, Luke Van Ness lied about not seeing the $100 bill, but it was gone.
Right.
It, it's
Shouldn't.
a it's a lot like Draft Day. Have you ever seen Draft Day,
Yeah.
where they do the $100 bill in the back of the playbook? But it's a big story. Like apparently, his draft stock is dropping because he lied about the $100 bill. Um, if I could get Luke Van Ness at 29,
Oh yeah.
dude,
The steal.
heart I'd take him in a heartbeat.
Complete steal.
Right. I have them taking a tackle, Dewan Jones from Ohio State, who I think is just as good as Paris Johnson.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. But let's move on to 30, who Eagles 30 again. Jeez, another pick. This is where I had them taking John Michael Smith, but now I can't because you already drafted him. So let's see. What are the Eagles going to take now that he's gone? So I already took Bijan Robinson. So you filled that position. Jeez, this is a tough one. I think this is where you go Emmanuel Forbes. Did the
I know.
Eagles go corner here? Get Forbes. Yeah, I think Emmanuel Forbes here, Mississippi State. Eagles get a great corner rookie corner here. See, Derek had Jamar Gibbs
Yeah.
because he also didn't have Bijan Robinson going to him. So
Yeah.
because they got to have running back, right? You lost Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
You got to replace the running back. You have every position almost out there. I think running back's important for them. The only reason I'm going back to corner here is because I already had them taking Bijan Robinson.
Yeah.
Who did you have going? Oh wait, yeah, you didn't have anybody going here.
No.
So last pick, here we go. Kansas City Chiefs.
I got Dewan Jones from Ohio State. No. Tackle.
I don't even have him on my list. Oh
No.
no. Oh, I did. Yeah, you're right. Okay. No, he went to the Saints, dude.
What?
I already picked him at the Saints. You can't pick him
Dude,
again.
I gotta talk to my assistant about that. Supposed to tell me this stuff.
Yeah, you missed out on that one, dude. He's already gone.
Crap, dude.
You
Okay,
got to
I
pick.
got Uzuma from Kansas State Edge.
Yeah. You know what? I have that exact same pick.
Yeah,
I
best
do
player.
have Uzmo going there because I think they need another edge. They need some more defensive line. And
Yeah,
so we both have the same pick there. So that's a good pick. And Derek had Will McDonald going there, which he's gone, but again, an edge. So they needed the edge. So that's our first round mock draft. I'm gonna have to go
better than
back.
Mel Kiper, man.
Dude,
Come on,
I'm gonna
Mel
go back.
Kiper
Look,
is
I'm gonna
unpredictable.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna make a list of what we drafted,
Oh,
and
geez.
we're gonna see how close we are.
Yeah.
Because with my mock draft and Derek's mock draft, obviously, and yours,
Or
just like what's gonna happen in the NFL draft, like somebody's gonna take somebody you don't think they're gonna take, right? And
oh,
that's gonna screw up your draft.
it's
That
gonna be a wild draft. It's
that's what happens.
gonna be completely wild. We know what's gonna happen.
It may be a trade. It may be you thought they were going corner, then they go halfback, whatever it is.
And then the Commanders trade up with the Colts and get freaking Richardson. I mean, just anything can happen. It's gonna be stupid.
Uh, what's interesting though is that in our draft, Richardson goes to the Raiders.
I know.
How do you feel about that?
I like it. I think it's great if they knew how to use them. But of course, Josh McDaniels, who's like everyone thinks he's an offensive savant. Like, how'd that work out last year? But if you have a guy like that, you could get really creative on offense if you have Richardson. There's so
Right.
much stuff you can do with Richardson. It's stupid. You already know what you get with Garoppolo. It's just milk toast. It's like, yeah,
Right.
you know what we get. But you get Richardson and dude, there's so much stuff I do with Richardson. It'd be stupid.
Well,
He'd be
yeah.
like Cordell Stewart, man. He'd be Slash. His name wouldn't be Richardson. He'd be Slash.
He can also throw a football outside the stadium.
And yeah,
Which
even the
he
dome
might do.
Yeah.
He might throw to the tight end and hit the fourth row.
It's like let me throw it off the roof down to,
what do you think about Levis at 4
I think it's dumb.
to the Colts?
Stupid. No way. Absolutely not. I mean, I could see Levis at 12 somewhere. I mean, totally. Why wouldn't you take him at 12? But 4? I mean, that's a stretch. Unless you have that much confidence in him that, of course, he has physical ability. I mean, I'm sick of seeing the video of him on his knees throwing through the goalpost. How many quarterbacks in a game throws from his knees in a game?
Yeah.
Nobody. You know why? Because you're down.
If you're the Colts, you're not down till he touches you. If you're the Colts and Stroud and what's his name?
Richardson?
No.
You mean Levis.
No. I don't know why. Bryce Young, sorry. So Bryce Young and Stroud go 1 and 2, and you're the Colts and you need a quarterback. What do you do it for?
Trade for Lamar Jackson.
I mean, that's
honestly,
awesome.
If we're being realistic, why wouldn't you do that? Because you know what you're getting with Lamar Jackson,
right?
Because Ravens like they want outs here, and the first out is to have the fourth pick and take one. Because I think Stroud is not going to the Texans. If Stroud does not go to the Texans, I think that's a real possibility.
Okay, let's say Bryce Young goes number 1, and then the Texans take Will Anderson, and then the Arizona takes Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Then, if you're the Colts, do you take Stroud?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stroud's there. Totally.
So you take Stroud, but you don't take Levis.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I have a choice between Stroud and. I mean, if he falls to 4, that's a steal. Over Levis, of course. Stroud is an accomplished quarterback in college. Levis is not, but he's got great tools. He sounds like a great 12.
How how many non-accomplished quarterbacks in college made impact in the NFL? I
Well,
mean, you could talk about the best player ever in the NFL. Like, did Tom Brady take Michigan to national championships and win
no, he
Heisman's?
took him. He won an Orange Bowl. We watched that game, Steve.
I
Watched it
know,
over Stephens.
I know,
Watched him beat
but
Alabama, dude. Tom Brady beat Alabama in the
but
Orange Bowl.
he also he didn't win Heisman's. Like he didn't have the best
Well, I
stats.
mean, okay, Danny Warfel won the Heisman. Sure he did.
Well,
He's in the Hall of Fame.
I guess that's the point. Like it doesn't matter. Like the
I,
difference
I
between Stroud and Levis as far as like
no.
accomplishments.
Here's the difference between Stroud and Levis, and you're right to a certain extent. But I think everyone forgets. They don't look at the Georgia game where he carved Georgia in
Oh,
that game.
dude.
I mean, that is Georgia. That's like the
Right.
best defense I've ever seen in college football. He
Right.
carved them the whole game. But that's not even the game we're talking about. Let's go back to when we played Utah in the Rose Bowl. That game was over in the second quarter, and he put up 47. I mean, he had to. And all his receivers were out. Everyone's like, oh, he had such great receivers to throw to. He had 3 of his top receivers out in that game, and he still put up 47 on Utah. It's just, you look at the body of work. Some quarterbacks, you can't look at the body work. Like Rick Meyer. Oh, yeah, Rick Meyer's be great. Come on, it's Rick Meyer. But him, he's got the athletic ability. He could throw the ball from any position. He why not take if you can get him at 4, why not? 2, I can if I'm the Texans, I understand. You got quarterbacks next year. You're gonna suck this year anyways. You're gonna have quarterbacks. You're gonna have Drake May next year. You're gonna have you're gonna have quarterbacks
So
next year. I can understand
so
why
what do the Colts then do at 4 if Stroud and Bryce Young are gone?
get Lamar Jackson.
You can't get Lamar in the draft.
Well, I mean, but that's
let's talk about a draft.
ideally you have to trade down if you're at 4.
Right.
Because you don't. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
unless
Okay. No, I
unless they
like
want
it.
to
I
get
like it.
Richardson, but I
So
don't think
they're trading down. So the Colts are trading down. Who are they trading down with?
well, some stupid team like the Commanders. Who knows? I don't know.
The Commanders come up and take Levis or
Quarterback.
Richardson.
No,
I mean, I could see a team coming up and taking Richardson. He has a big upside.
but it's like Willie Steeman Beeman, dude. It's a big
Yeah,
risk. It's a big risk.
it is a big risk.
Honestly, it almost fits perfect for the Raiders because that's what the Raiders do.
Yeah, you know who Levis reminds me of? Tim Couch, right?
Let's not
Are,
do
are,
that.
are they not the same?
I don't. Well, they came from the same school. Of
That's
course.
what I'm saying.
Get
Like
that.
they're so
But-
similar. They're big arm guys, look like they have a high football IQ.
Levis would beat us up if he heard that. Like, fuck you, dude. It's like, fuck you guys. Don't call me
mean,
Tim Couch.
I'd love to be Tim Couch, honestly, but
What's Tim Couch doing now? Where's he at?
He took his millions. He went home. I don't know. I think Levis, just like everybody else, thinks that Levis is he could be good, he could be terrible. I think he's a 50-50 guy.
Yeah, like that's why I'm saying it is he sounds like a great 8th pick in the draft, but he doesn't sound like a top 5 guy.
Yeah, so he's going to the Raiders.
No.
So that was a good good mock draft. Went back and forth. Changed up our draft a little bit. You picked some picks that earlier, and I didn't think they'd go. So that was fun. Um, we'll get our list of picks. I'll put them on the description so people can see them.
So they
And
can laugh at us or laugh at me, by the way.
draft day tomorrow, dude. This is the day we've
Oh,
been waiting for, dude.
shit.
This is the day.
I'm just I'm nervous for them
Right.
because there's a lot of nerves going on right now in the war room, in those war rooms. Oh,
Dude, I had to watch Draft Day, Kevin Costner. Had to watch it. Love that movie. Which is it's kind of crazy though. It's like, dude, you really couldn't make those trades, but I
no.
mean, it's still fun to watch. Uh, but yeah, Draft Day, one of my favorite days of the year. Can't wait to see it. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, appreciate it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And then, sorry, we couldn't be here as a whole group. Derek's gone, but got Fresh West, Big Buck Steve. We'll see you guys next time.